mind you, I am not an immigration consultant. I am not an immigration lawyer, okay? But I like all of these things that I'm like telling you guys is what I have researched about, is what I have seen a lot of people applied, and it worked for them. And I belong to so many association and groups and all of that, so I get to learn all of this also from these groups as well. I attend a lot of seminars, boot camp, and all of that, and a lot of research. That just it, you understand? So that is what I'm using to like advise you, and also from my experience as well, you understand? So that is what I'm using to like advise. You get what I'm saying? So mind you, I am not an immigration consultant, and I also want to advise, try if you are in the university to finish with a very good CGPA, you understand, so that you can come through the master route, you understand, because colleges now they have so many restrictions, laws, and whatsoever. But for me, I would advise anyone, if you want to relocate to Canada, I would advise that you get all your work experience, you get all your certification back home. I know that when you get here, they're still going to mandate you to get their own certification. Yeah, that is how it works here. No matter who you are back home, once you enter Canada, you're also going to get their certification here. So you just come here through permanent residency. That is what I want to advise right now, because study route is very expensive. It can be draining, like I'm telling you. The money that they're collecting for international, from international students is quite much, like it's so high. So if you know you do not have a backup back home, someone that will be supporting you to send you money for your feeding, your room and accommodation and other expenses and all that, do not even try it, because they've cut down the hours of work right now. Student can only work 20 hours, and I bet you 20 hours is not enough for you to even pay your rent, and not to talk of being able to balance off your tuition or to feed and other expenses. So that is just my advice. I would advise that you do your worst evaluation. If you have that, if you have your BSc or whatever certificate you have, you do your worst evaluation. You also go ahead and write your English test, if it's CELPID or if it's IELTS or whatever English test, you understand. But I know the one that is recognized and used here is mostly IELTS and CELPID. I don't know if they accept Pearson also. So you try and get that, and try as much as you can to get the highest score. For express entry, you need from 7 upward. For provincial, I think you need from 4 or 5, but the highest you get, the more your point. So try and score a better point, you understand. Then we also have the rural nominations as well, that comes once in a while, you understand. So I will advise that you try to like enter the route, position yourself very well, get all of the certifications you need, and just enter the pool. Then when you enter the express entry pool, there are many provinces that come into the express entry pool to invite people, you understand, to give you invitation to come live in their own provinces, you understand. It could be province of Alberta, it could be New Brunswick, it could be Newfoundland, it could be Saskatchewan, it could be it could be Ontario, it could be any province, you understand. Once you are in the express entry pool, that is why it's always very good and advisable for you to be in the federal pool, because a lot of provinces, despite the fact that they have their own selection and route, you understand, their own selection program, they still leave their own and come into the express entry portal, the pool, to like give people invitation to apply to becoming a permanent resident, you understand, to live in their own province. So that is why it's very important to be able to try as much as you can to score a better English score, so that you can enter the express entry route. I'm tired. Okay, so that's that for that. Then the provincial is also there. um so if you want to be in the province of Ontario or Alberta or Nova Scotia or Saskatchewan or New Brunswick or Newfoundland or whatsoever, you can they all have their own provincial route, denomination, you understand. So you can as well apply to be in those province pool, you understand. You can get invitation as well, but like I said, I feel express entry being there is the best, because all of these provinces still end up coming into the express entry pool. people, to pick people, to invite people to come live in their province. If they see that your skill or your experience is what is required, is what is in demand in their province, once you meet up that cutoff mark that they are going to be used in selecting people, no matter who you are, no matter the country you're from, they are definitely going to send you that invitation. So it's not like a try your luck kind of thing. It's not like American lottery and all of that. Once you meet the cutoff mark, you're definitely going to get that invitation. So that is why we advise anyone that wants to enter the pool, try and position yourself. If you have a master's degree, it gives you a higher score. If you have a higher English score, it gives you a higher score. If you can evaluate your like two certificate, it gives you a higher score. You understand? So there are so many things involved in it. It's not one day you're gonna use to learn everything. So my advice to those that are back home, those that are still back home, that are dreaming on relocating to Canada, is that you try to position yourself very well to enter into the express entry. So for this one, you'll be coming here with your permanent residence document in your hand. You're not coming here as a student, coming to struggle, to work and all of that, try to meet up, and still later, you still have to apply for permanent residence again. So if you say you're not gonna write English test, or you might not be able to pass the test scores or whatever, the required score, even if you come here as a refugee, is it refugee? I don't know much about refugee though, if they have to like write English test to be able to apply for PR. I don't know. But if you come here as a foreign worker, if you come here as an international student, if you come here whatever, just know that when it is time that you want to apply for your PR, you're definitely going to write an English test, because it's one of the requirements. Okay, so I think the video is actually getting quite long, so what I'm going to fix a date to do a live session to just answer all of your immigration question and all of that.